enhanced movements. We're going to be going over a wrist mobilization that I've been giving out recently. CrossFit demands a lot of mobility out of the wrist, and depending on what sports you've done in the past or whatever else, you may have some inflexible wrists that are lacking some mobility. So what we're essentially looking for is like some good extension. Very rarely are we in this position, but again, it's full range of the joint, which we want to try to express as much as possible. But we're in this position a lot, whether it's like a front rack, depending on your position of the snatch, right? You might be kind of with some extended wrist, handstands, handstand walks, handstand push-ups against the wall, whatever that might be. We need some of this. Now, what happens oftentimes is, depending on what we did for a sport or what our normal kind of day-to-day activities are, is these muscles can get just kind of like gummed up tight, just kind of compressed together. So what we're going to do is, instead of just like the traditional mobilities where we put a band and kind of force more extension, is I'm going to try to get as much distraction out of the wrist joints as I can. Okay, so I'm going to have a band set up. You can do it on a rig or whatever else you want to do. Now, what we're going to try to do here is I like wrapping this around. So instead of doing like the normal shoulder mode where we put our hand through and then keep our hand open, notice I got a gap here. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to actually try to wrap this around once to get my hand through, so I kind of get this X on the top of my hand here, and the band is all the way around. So this is going to allow a little bit more grip, 360 degrees around the wrist, as I now can kind of slide it on my hand a little bit more, because again, I want it, these carpal bones are all kind of in this area, so I want to get that band as far up on my hand as I can go. So I want to get that space, that distraction, through the actual carpal or wrist bones, okay? So I'm going to wrap that there, kind of wiggle it up on my hand a little bit more. Good, and then from here, just like what we do with our shoulder moves, I'm going to add some tension, okay? When I'm doing this now, I'm trying to relax my hand as best as possible. I'm just leaning in and I'm pulling, and right now I'm feeling a good amount of space kind of happening all the way around here. And I'm just going to kind of hang out here. I can add some rotations as you're starting to feel a little more comfortable. You might kind of just flex the wrist back and forth. You might feel a couple things moving around a little bit, or a couple kind of like grindy points or pops. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so we're just going to kind of hang out here and open it up. What this is doing is it's just opening up the joint space, giving me a little bit more room, so that when I start to now work on expressing my wrist range of motion or stretching it a little bit more, whether through crawling or some other banded mobilities, I got a little bit more space to work with. Okay, so this is a good just kind of place to start to just open up and get a little bit more movement out of the wrist.